For this one, Mark Mueller, Miller Furniture, joins us picture in picture in Zoom. Let's go there now. Good morning, Mark. How are we?
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Well, before we go into our conversation, I got to break the ice. Every Thursday for a couple of years, all I heard about was Miller Furniture. I was over on the dial in St. Louis, and Lynn Vinhouse and Ray Hartman would do Miller Furniture Presents. We're going to the movies. And, man, just such a great segment. And always just heard nothing but great things about what you guys do each and every day.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, Lynn and Ray have known them a long time. Lynn is a family friend, and that's our part of our contribution to the arts is sponsoring Lynn and I mean she has a passion for film.
Yeah.
And just like we have a passion for furniture and solving customers' problems. I mean, I love being around people that have a passion for what they do, and it's just something that we strive for.
Well, and for 96 years, you guys have strived for really great things and keep growing each and every year. And I got to ask, let's start off with the big one. 2024 Retailer of the Year. Congratulations on that acknowledgement.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, this is years in the making. I mean, every year, I feel like from about 2007, I came back. I gave my best shot to be a professional baseball player and didn't make it there. I mean, I played in the Frontier League and in college, came back from Australia from winter ball. And I really just said to myself, okay, this is it. It's time to really go all in with my dad in the furniture business. And I mean, every year we did something. We had a project. We just took little steps, little bit at a time. And it took 10 years from that kind of commitment point to expand to our second store in Lake St. Louis. And that move right there really helped us jump off to everything else we've achieved.
Well, and with being such a family-operated business, I mean, we're talking, 4 generations now. I come from a family business myself, and I know how much that legacy can mean. And for you each and every day, how important is it to, remember all the past contributions and utilize those to keep propelling forward?
All the time. I remember in the Great Recession in 2008 to 2010, just thinking about my great-grandfather John and how did he make it through the Great Depression. I mean, we started in 1927.
Right.
Things were booming. And then all of a sudden you got the Depression and we're selling high-end furniture. I mean, it's not exactly a need, it's a want. And so how did he do it? Well, he stayed close to his customers. It was all about, don't worry. It's more important to have customers than to worry about, your margins or, it's important. You need to build loyal customers and do the things you need to do to build loyal customers, like have amazing products, huge and different products. I mean, like this live edge table that's sitting right here.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I was actually going to ask you about it.
Yeah, it's solid walnut with a live edge built by Albert Barkman in Ohio. I mean, Barkman Furniture builds a lot for us. And so we've got a ton of these smaller Amish workshops that build incredible heirloom quality furniture, but it's very reasonable. I mean, these are not publicly traded companies here. These guys do not have lavish lifestyles. Their prices to me are amazing. And so then that just gets, passed down to the customer.
Well, and too, in a world where, everyone is and I hate to, kind of throw us all under the bus here, but it seems like, consumers aren't really doing, for my instance anyway, that due diligence of really why should you have that piece of quality furniture? Because, you can order all you want off of the big box stores online, but when you get that, good luck if it lasts you 2 years a lot of the times,
Well, exactly. And then let's think about the environmental impact of that.
Yeah.
In the same amount of time that this table and 8 chairs are going to be, in my home and then in my kids' homes, if you were to purchase over and over and over again, imported product made of particle board and veneered wood, you're going to throw away 6 or 7 tables and 45 chairs into a landfill.
You're right. You're 100% right. And that's why I think it's so important to really talk about the craftsmanship that really goes into the products that you guys have. And I mean, this big location that you have in Fairview Heights, 55,000 square feet. That's impressive. How did this storefront, how did this location come about? Was this something you guys wanted to do for quite some time?
So we needed to have a central distribution center. I mean, we opened in Lake St. Louis, we opened in Ellisville, and we opened in Ellisville January 21, the height of the furniture pandemic sales boom. So the furniture business boomed like never before, and probably never since, it never will again, because people couldn't spend money really on anything else. So we had, and also inventory was at a premium, and we had the inventory because we were buying months ahead of time, and we just ran out of space in our warehouses. And so we needed one big warehouse so we could just be better organized and offer better service to all 3 locations. And so we were on the hunt, and we were looking at several places in Belleville. It was quite a journey. I mean, wow, trying to find a building large enough to house our inventory and have a little bit of a retail showroom front proved itself very challenging. And the characters that own these properties, I mean, some of them don't care. They own 1,500 buildings. They don't care if a 100,000 square foot building is sitting vacant. Like, they won't sell it to you. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. I mean, there was Stan Kroenke was somebody involved. There was some guy that's in Texas. He's tied in with the attorney general down there that's under indictment. I think he's under indictment. There was, I mean, all kinds of local politics. I mean, it was quite the journey to get a building. And then when Weekends Only, decided to close, then that building became available. And the second that I made an offer, I think the first day it was on the market, because we were really into the market, and finding a property like that was really unique. And it was just great. And working with Tom Phillips and he had a great business there for many, many years. Mm-hmm. Incredibly well organized. The warehouse was already set up. So now, I mean, we're able to service all of our locations: Belleville, Lake St. Louis, Ellisville, and now Fairview, so much better because we're all under one roof. Our service team is there, and we just have an amazing selection of inventory. So it's providing quality at scale. That's really what I've been driving for the last couple of years, is just to improve and get back to that same super high level of quality we delivered when it was just me, my dad, and 10 other people in Belleville.
Right. Well, and that's actually, I don't know if you have a crystal ball over there, but that's exactly what I thought of is, wow, what better formula than this for streamlining and keeping the mission and your guys' values the same through it? Because it seems like when companies try that, there's always a little bit of a give and take when you find that location, you find that spot. And it seems like for this, it was a perfect situation, a perfect storm for you guys.
Yeah, I would say so. And, it's in 55,000 square feet. Yeah. I mean, in comparison, our stores in Missouri, Lake St. Louis is 10,000, Ellisville is 12,000, and the Belleville showroom is 26,000 square feet. Now, 10,000 is in the basement, so 16 upstairs. And it's amazing. When people come into that Belleville store, I swear, the first time a customer comes in, they always say this. They go, I had no idea this place was so big, because it's an old 100-year-old building. There's lots of rooms, but 55,000 square feet all in one level. We now have room for an outdoor furniture gallery. We have the largest mattress gallery in St. Louis in this store. And I believe that if it's not the largest selection of Amish furniture in the Midwest, I'm not sure what is. I mean, it's right. It's incredible, the vendor partners we have and how much you can see for immediate delivery. And of course, we do custom orders too.
Well, and before we go continue, there's so many times I've talked to folks where what I think so great about what you guys do is you make people proud of their furniture again. And that sounds kind of corny for me to say that, but there used to be a time where, people love to invite folks in and show them their couch, show them their new setup and say, this is a such and such, and really take a look. And now every time I talk to someone with a Mueller furniture piece, that's the first conversation is, I got this from Mueller and it came from this, Amish distributor. I mean, it's just wonderful to see that love for their furniture again.
Yeah, it's not a commodity. You know what I mean? It really is. It's somebody's piece of art, really. I mean, these are handcrafted, pieces of furniture. Everyone's a little bit different. But yeah, you can be, because you put your money where your values are, right? Mm-hmm. And so for the folks that, when you buy American made, you're not just supporting Mueller Furniture and all the, the things we do within the community, but you're also supporting our suppliers that are also family-owned businesses in the United States and sawmills in the United States, and trucking companies. It all goes down. And it's supporting domestic manufacturing. And okay, that's great. You pat yourself on the back. I supported American. But from a product standpoint, it's superior.
Yep.
It's solid wood. You can change the size. You can change the finish. You can put different chairs with it. So the product itself is definitely superior in my opinion. And I've been doing this 20 years, and I thoroughly, thoroughly research all of the furniture available to us at all of the furniture markets. And it just doesn't compare.
And it's going back to something you said a little bit earlier about getting inventory you ordered for months ahead of time. Do you guys take into account style changes or maybe new trends whenever you're looking at, ordering ahead of time? Because I'm sure that could be a little bit tedious too of, is there something else that's currently trending? What's looking good for our area? Does that go into play?
Of course, absolutely. We're in the style business as well. And, but our customers are typically going to be going for more of the classics, so like we want to be on trend, but not too trendy, if that makes sense.
It does. Yep.
So a lot of it is like is contemporary color palettes, but with like classic design.
Right. Well, and
every now and then it's fun to have like the trendiest piece of furniture around, especially in like reclining furniture. They're coming up with new comfort, things that they're offering in a sofa. I mean, we've got one from Flex Steel that has, so people wouldn't like the cup holders because they didn't like to look at it. Well, this one has hidden cup holders, so you can't see it until you need to use it. It has a wireless charging station. It has a drop-down console. Like, it has all of these really cool things, and not to mention that it's very comfortable and has power lumbar support and stuff like that. But they're always coming out with, innovative products.
I could do that show from that chair. I think that's easily obtainable. We'll have to get the boss to bring one down here, and that way I can utilize that. That seems like a better way to sit at the microphone, Mark. And
you know what? We might be able to take care of something like that for you.
That sounds great. Well, and getting back to this this recognition, because there's some nuances to this, and acknowledges the furniture industry's highest achievers. And take me through what that really means for you guys in that selection process. Who do we have here on screen?
Yeah, that's us. So this is our 5th generation, Alexander Mueller.
Alexander, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah, he's doing good. Yeah, that's us, buddy. But thanks. Yeah, he came to join us. He knows his future too. That hickory is stronger than maple and cherry, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool. Well, and that's what that's why I love what you guys do, because it's truly a family business. And that's what I love. I love those values. And Alexander, you're doing a good job of keeping your dad in line over there, bud.
Yeah. Yes, he is cooking now. He's happy. But yeah, I worked with my dad for the first 18 or so years of my furniture career, and which was amazing, and be able to learn from him and the people that the sales reps that he had done business with for years, and learning the business from them. And it really is a family. And my wife now has been full time with us we've been married for 10 years. And so she started like hearing about the business and then full time with us for the last 6 years. And she runs the store in Lake St. Louis, and is always, her and I are like co-visionaries. So she's really helped drive this expansion, and, helped give me the confidence to make the right choices. Because she's good at she makes good decisions. She's smart. And so I pay attention and listen to her a lot.
That's always a smart play. That is a very smart play, Mark.
well, and she's great at picking fabrics. So one of the most important things in furniture is like picking the fabric to the frame, getting the right fabric or leather on the right couch, and the right accent pillows, and the rug, and coordinate it all. And so she's got a really good eye for that. And,
that's a really cool component of it too. Just following up on that, to have different strengths already in the family. That's really cool to see how the strengths kind of play out in Miller's growth chart overall.
Yeah, absolutely. And our team as well. There's, we've got 7 departments, and, And every one of them is headed by people that are committed. And, we have our core values and our we really rally behind our core values and mission statements. And it's something that drives us for excellence. And when you get an award like Retailer of the Year, something like that just helps up your level of commitment. People have said, there are people in the furniture business that have said, you're the best, right? And so anytime you're maybe not quite feeling like, well, I'm at work today, but maybe I'm not all the way there. It's like, all right, we've got a commitment, we've got something to be proud of, we got a reputation. Let's go. Let's do this. What do we need to do? Like what's the next right thing to do? And you just, take steps forward every day.
One step at a time. And that seems like it's been the best formula for all of you at Mueller Furniture. And Mark, before I let you go, we've already been talking for almost 20 minutes. I always keep people a little too longer than I tell them at first. But Mark, is there any sales going on this spring that our audience down here in the Madison County area would be interested in stopping up to Belleville, Lake St. Louis, or Ellisville?
Yeah, and now we're even closer in Fairview
Heights. Yeah, sorry.
Short jump down the road. Yeah, absolutely. So it's actually called our Retailer of the Year sale. And every March we have a Flex Steel factory authorized sale. And so not only in-stock items, but custom orders as well. And we even have 3 different recliners that we're doing 2-for-1 deals on. So we've got a Flex Steel mini recliner, 2 for $11.99.
Wow.
Which is crazy. We've got this really cool leather wingback called the Oswald. It's 2 for $14.99. It's just, there's some really incredible deals out there. And a big man's leather recliner called the Kingsley, 2 for $29.99. But besides that, we have incredible deals going on with our Amish vendors. So March is a big market for us. So we go to Ohio, we go to Indiana, and at those markets, we get to place orders at discounts. So if you come into Mueller Furniture during the sale and place an order, whether it's in stock or custom orders, we can take that into the market and save more, and you save more.
100%. And Mark, I always appreciate, chatting Mueller Furniture, because I think what you guys do is just fantastic. And you're welcome back anytime, sir, to fill us in on more growth and more excitement. And if you're ever in the Alton area, stop by and see me. I'd love to chat, man.
No, I would love to. Thanks so much for having me on. And I love the website. I get the emails and, I read. It's great. It's local news. And it's hard to find good local news, but I really like RiverBender.
Thank you, man. That means a lot to all of us here. Have a great rest of your day. And hopefully Alexander keeps you in line today.
Oh, absolutely. He will.
Awesome. At 10:49, we'll take a quick pause here on RiverBender.com. Our first day of March continues right after this in the heart of the 618.